the iPhone SE somehow manages to not only build in a much better battery than the iPhone 5s, but it does so with no extra chassis space to cram extra electrons. Despite that, Apple has managed to shrink down some of the components inside to plop a slightly larger power unit inside the SE, up from 1560 mAh to 1624 mAh, and that's more impressive when you consider the iPhone 5 had a 1440 mAh power pack. In our testing though, it was a mixed bag. While it's hard to truly remember how much battery I used to get through on an average day with the iPhone 5s, we do remember it being rather terrible a lot of the time. iPhone SE review. It'd regularly be down to 20% by the evening when leaving work, enough to be in the red zone at times, which was a terrible performance for any phone, let alone a top-end flagship handset. The good news is the iPhone SE is much more capable, but then again, you'd expect that from a phone that's had 2 years of development, a leaner operating system and the M9 coprocessor all to ease the strain on the troubled power unit. That said, it's fairly easy to run it down quickly, with some days seeing me need to switch on low power mode early at 35% to make sure I made it through the day. It's fair to say these are the higher usage days, with things like tethering an iPad and a couple of hours of video watching at full brightness in the mix. But the new glut of flagship handsets are all capable of easily lasting a day with such pressure put on the battery life, and it puts the performance of the iPhone SE into the spotlight.